Kyle O'Reilly versus John Moxley 2. Of course, last week, John Moxley lost to Kyle O'Reilly by disqualification after assaulting the referee after his confidence continually decaying, getting picked away at during the match. He gets the rematch this week, and I got to tell you, I thought Mox was going to win this one. I thought this was sort of going to be his, no, you guys can believe in me look, and then there would be other signs down the road, but not quite. John Moxley, these guys are such fighting nerds, and it's so clear to me because and so am I, so I feel like I'm able to catch some of this stuff. The beginning of this match is so clearly trying to tell like the short fight story of the striking to open up the takedowns. Like Kyle O'Reilly cannot get the grappling going. Mox is shucking him off. Commentary is putting over always more prepared for this than last week, where Kyle O'Reilly found a lot of success with the submissions. And then Kyle O'Reilly starts opening up and sneaks some strikes through, and Mox is a little dazed, and then he's able to get the takedowns and get his grappling game working. This is why we all love the Kings Road All Japan shit, right? Like this stacking on stacking and learning and answers and can do this, and this is the answer, sort of rock, paper, scissors to sort of boil it way down. And I think these guys are really at work on something that I enjoy. It seems to me that John Moxley has picked this Kyle O'Reilly feud to sort of a TV project, as this one ends in count out on the outside, as Kyle O'Reilly again is getting the advantage late in the match, as he has a power guillotine with guard where he's pulled on the outside. He can't even hear the ref's count. He's so passionately pulling on his own wrist to try and choke out John Moxley, but O'Reilly's counted out at the count of 20, and then Marina Shafir and Claudio Castagnoli come and make sure that John Moxley is set free and left to look strong. I didn't like this match as much as last week's, but as a feud, it did more to advance it, so I've got no complaints. What was your connection to this one, and what do you think of these two guys together in general now?
Liked the match, liked last week's match. Quite like you said, this was maybe a little bit. Because here's the thing, the ending to last week's match was so good. You just never see it, right? Not that you see countouts a lot, I guess, but you just never see a guy go, oh, I'm losing, I guess I'll punch the fucking ref in the face. And I really thought they were building up to Moxley clocks Aubrey.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like, that would be really, like, people would lose their fucking minds, right? Like, the thing is, Mox has gotten himself over, like, to where people are like, I legitimately don't like this, but not because I don't like it, but because, you're doing good heel work, right? Like, people are booing him in a way that is not just like, I'm booing because it's like the fun thing we do. I feel like, going to these shows or whatever, people are like, man, fuck the Death Riders.
Definitely.
And that's really hard to do in 2025. A lot of times people are booing people for the sake of it. Like the Don Callis thing, I think everybody's just kind of like, yeah, it's fun to boo Don Callis. I think people legitimately didn't like they were like, oh, they're doing fucking bullshit at the beginning of the like keep the title in the briefcase stuff. But then people came around on it and were like, I legitimately am mad about this in a way, like it worked, like in the Memphis way of like people legitimately didn't like the bad guys,
Dude, look at the world title scene without him.
Yep.
Okay, like, do you think Kyle Fletcher is booed in any sort of heat way?
Moxley! You look at me when I'm talking to you, kid! Yeah, I called you kid, because you were growing pubes while I started doing this. You're all pubes!
Because, so Kyle Fletcher, I think, booed sort of out of politeness, like you say, with most of the Don Callis family. But gosh, man, is there and who's a bigger fan of him than me? But is there a less booed heel in the company than Samoa Joe?
Oh, people,
People love him.
If he won a few weeks from now, like a few Saturdays from now, people will be like, well, this kicks ass. I love Samoa Joe.
There's a very real chance it would be cheered, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, like, to your point, look at what Mox is doing and look what they've been able to do with him, or lack thereof, in his absence,
Yeah. When he like not like chokes out Kyle Fletcher until he passes out to end Blood and Guts, people are going to lose their fucking mind. People are going to go ballistic.
100%.
And it's going to rock.
Oh, it is going to rock. A huge amount of the credit here is due to Kyle O'Reilly, too, who is just has the exact skill set to be able to tell the story that John Moxley wants to tell. I'm sure they're being collaborative and whatnot, but
of course,
this whole run has been very consistent, so I'm counting it as John Moxley's vision largely. And O'Reilly's skill set to be able to have Mox say, okay, well, it's going to be the whole time I'm going to be kind of running from your submission. And then when I defend, you do the strike, get on the submission. It works because Kyle O'Reilly knows how to do all this stuff. His guillotines look good. His knee bars look good. His punches look good. His forearms look good. When Jon Moxley needs to look like a powerhouse, Kyle O'Reilly dies for him all over the place constantly to get in on Mox just to fire back. They just have a really nice natural chemistry, but a lot of understanding of their dynamic, especially considering where they are at their careers. And RL, I struggle to think of, Mox is so not an atypical top guy, right? And yet when you look at his actions, is this not what you want top guys to do? Hey, give me a guy from the mid card and I'm going to shine him up for a couple weeks on television. And I'll look weak, by the way. Like, this is not exactly what, the top guys out of the title scene, go give a bunch of guys some rub. It's just, I love this guy, Jon Moxley, man. And Kyle O'Reilly's
so
only
sick,
the right guy to put in that spotlight.
Yeah. And the other thing too, like you say with O'Reilly, like, you ever see like Police Story, especially Police Story 1, the Jackie Chan movie? Kyle O'Reilly sells like Jackie Chan in Police Story, where there's like comedy to it, but also you're like, oh, he's really getting
Yes. I love this comparison. It's really true. But he also plays with that comedic part of the selling. Like when he's dazed, it's very comedic.
Yes.
But then when Mox really throws the forearm, he does like the launch himself with the mat, dead guy body stuff, or like will land with his arm looking uncomfortable, which always gets me and feels like more natural KOs. But like I said, there's the finish of that match. Post-match, Roderick Strong runs in for the save. It's still not enough to fend off, especially now that Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia have joined Claudio and Marina at ringside. And so Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy of the conglomeration run out to help even the odds. And then finally, Mark Briscoe, who gets a good ovation here, comes in to play sweeper and get the Death Riders running. There, Darby and Briscoe lay out the blood and guts challenge to the Death Riders, where Mark Briscoe calls the Death Riders fake tough guys and says that every single time it's actually time to fight, it sure seems like they like to skedaddle. Hey, thanks for checking out that video. Next step, hit follow down below. Step after that, head over to twitch.tv/wrestlingbrain. We're live every Monday and Wednesday and on pay-per-view weeks, or just when we feel like talking about wrestling. It's many more shows than that. You can hit follow over there to be alerted every time we go live. If you need even more, patreon.com/J0SHC has a free tier and a paid tier. Check those out and see if any suit you fine. We'll see you then, and like Hiroshi Tanahashi says, love and energy.